Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ. And make sure you hit that like button. And every week it seems like we are starting this off by looking at the injury report. And it seems like it's been that way the last few weeks. And Josh Doctson, he can return this game. We'll have to look at that big decision. But Paul Richardson, another major injury, a broken collarbone. Remember last year he was hurt for a significant amount of time, and he gets hurt once again. So Josh Doctson is really the guy who stays healthy out of all our receivers. He hasn't really failed us yet. He's been out these last couple games, and I might sit him out this game just to get him healthy. So I just want to look at some quick player stats now that we are at week 12, and I don't know if we'll have an 1,000-yard rusher because Geis got hurt, and he probably would have hit 1,000 yards. And then he came back, but then Wayne Gallman was on track to hit 1,000 yards, but now Geis is back. So it's kind of like they're taking each other's yards here, but Gallman does have 10 touchdowns on the year. On the receiving end, Jamison Crowder is probably going to hit 1,000 yards. That's a good sign for us. With 4 touchdowns, that'll be our first 1,000-yard receiver in this franchise. And then also Jordan Reed, he's almost going to get there, but I don't know if he will. I mean, a couple of 100-yard games and he might get there. But right now, I don't know. Josh Doctson probably won't touch it. Paul Richardson won't either since he's hurt. But, I mean, let's just see what Perkins does. Because Perkins is going to have to step up in this game. And he's the undrafted rookie. And I'm excited to see him in the starting lineup. And he's going to play a little bit of slot more than usual, because Jamison Crowder is probably going to slot to the outside. But on the defensive side, let's look at these stats here. So leading our team in sacks is still Deron Payne. He hasn't even had a sack in the last 3 games, and he's leading our team in sacks. So I don't know if that's a good sign or not, because JJ Marble is getting in for sacks. The last couple of games he's had a couple sacks, so he's got up to 3 sacks. But I mean, Kerrigan, I was hoping that he would have a bigger year as well. But on the interception side, I mean, I'm proud of our secondary once again. 5 interceptions by DJ Swearinger, only 3 this time by Zach Brown. Remember, he had 10 last year. Fabian Morrow has been locked down on the outside, and Quentin Dunbar. I mean, these two are pretty much the pivotal guys in our defense. I mean, they hold down the outside. They don't give up big plays, and that's what I love about them. And then Josh Norman, he's doing well as well. Fabian Morrow does play in the slot with 3 cornerbacks on the field, and sometimes I actually take Norman out of the game and leave Dunbar and Moreau out there. That kind of speaks to the regression that Norman's kind of had. He kind of gets beat a lot because he's slower and he's older. So we are going up against the 5-5 Packers. Look at this division right now. Nobody is winning any games. I mean, look at the Vikings. Who would have thought they would be 3-7 here in 2019? That's kind of crazy to think about. And then the Lions 4-6, we just beat them. And then the Bears and the Packers are on top of the division at 5-5. So let's hop into the action. So this is actually our 3rd time playing the Packers in this franchise in only 2 years. Remember, we played them during the regular season last year, played them in the playoffs, lost, and then now we are playing them again, and once again at Lambeau Field. And Rodgers comes out with a 16 touchdown to 5 interception ratio, 2,300 yards now, pretty much through half the season. So here we go to start this game out on defense. Here Rodgers gets a quick pass to Cobb, and he's picking up 5 yards on that one. And the only change to this Packers offense really is Amir Abdullah at running back. And remember, they made that trade last year to get him, but they also have him rotating in with Aaron Jones. But Abdullah is getting the bulk of the workload here as he starts out this game. So now here's Rodgers getting another completion for a first down, and on this play giving it off to Abdullah for his first carry up the middle, and he's only picking up 4 yards on that one. So now facing a 2nd and 6 under center. Here's Rodgers, a clean pocket. Where is the pass rush? And getting it out to Kendall Wright. So they did sign Kendall Wright at receiver. He's actually the 3rd receiver rotating in, so he's going to get a lot of playing time, as well as the Packers like to spread it out quite a bit. So now on a 3rd and inches, this is where you got to keep him in the pocket. He gets out, only picking up a yard, but picks up the first down. So now on a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line, throwing the ball to the outside, and that one's going to be caught by Kendall Wright on the sideline. So now he has 2 big catches already, and he's newly signed on their team this season. So now facing a 3rd and goal. A couple of plays later, here is Rodgers throwing across the middle, and he does move out of the pocket. It kind of shifts the defense a little bit, and his receivers come back for the ball, and that one's Davante Adams in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. So that's going to bring out Joshua Dobbs. Remember last game, he didn't have a bad game. He had some accuracy issues. Also, there was a little bit of bad weather. I don't know if that played a part, but we'll see going into this game. There's good weather, clear skies, and here we go. So now we're out on offense, giving the ball to Geis on the first play, then to Thompson, and he's picking up a good 6 yards on that. So now we're at the 50-yard line. Play action fake out of the shotgun. We like to run out of the shotgun with him because he's familiar with these formations coming from a spread system in Tennessee. And there he picks up the first down on that throw. So now on a 3rd and 10, here he is, another clean pocket, but rolling out to the right. Gonna lob the ball over the top of the defense, and look at that throw. Had nowhere else to put it. He has enough arm strength on it to get it to Chris Thompson, and that's a first down on that one. So now here's Geis getting the handoff inside the 20 and picking up 7. So now on a 3rd and 3, here is Josh Dobbs from the shotgun rolling out to the left, and look at this open lane, and this is the difference between him and Alex Smith. Alex Smith wouldn't have been able to make that throw to Chris Thompson. He didn't have the arm strength, and then running that time for the first down. And on the next play, getting it to Darius Geis, he outruns the defensive lineman on that one and picking up the touchdown, tying this game up at 7 apiece. So now at the 25-yard line, the Packers start out the next drive, giving it to Amir Abdullah, and their offensive line is pretty good. They open up a big running lane for Abdullah on that carry. So now on a 2nd and 2, here is Abdullah trying to run the ball to the outside, breaking another tackle and breaking a 3rd. He's going to break this one, and nobody's going to be home, but he does run out of gas. And Monte Nicholson eventually catches up with them, but look at that baby beast mode run, breaking 3 tackles on that play and picking up the long gain. So now here Rodgers on a 3rd and 10, getting it out to Davante Adams for the first down on that quick pass. So now another 3rd and goal here at the 8-yard line. Here's Rodgers getting hit on that one. J.J. Marble does get around the corner, finally getting some pressure on him, and he forces the bad throw and forces the field goal. So now here is Geis getting the handoff to start the next drive to start the 2nd quarter, and he's picking up a nice gain on that one. So now on a 1st and 10 at the 37, here is Dobbs, play action fake, rolling out to the right, getting out of the pocket, finding Jordan Reed on the nice 15-yard pickup on that one. So now on a 2nd and 8, a couple of plays later, play action fake, another running lane. Look at this open field. He's going to pick up a lot of yards on this one and get inside the 25-yard line, stop down at the 22. So now 9 minutes left here in the 2nd quarter, throwing the ball across the middle, and that one's Vernon Davis, the veteran. And we're lucky he didn't retire because we didn't really have a backup plan at tight end for him, but he's sticking around for one more year. I do plan on drafting one, but speaking of drafting one, he's actually undrafted. Mike Perkins getting in for the touchdown. Remember, he's filling in because Paul Richardson and Josh Doctson both out, so he gets his significant playing time here in this game. So now on a 1st and 10, throwing the ball across the middle, Rodgers will start off the next drive, picking up a 9-yard gain on that one. So now on a 3rd and 1, they don't get the first down, giving it off to Abdullah, and he's going to get tripped up in the backfield. That was nice penetration that time from Deron Payne, forcing Abdullah back a little bit, not allowing him to progress. And we do start out this next drive after the punt with a screen pass, but getting it out, and that was a lot of blockers on that one, and we do not pick up a big gain. We should have probably on that one. So now on a 3rd and 5, here's Dobbs rolling out to the right side, throwing to Trey Quinn, but that one is going to be deflected by Blake Martinez, and we do have to punt this one deep to the Packers. But look at this punt. It's going to bounce at the 10, drop all the way inside the 5-yard line, as actually Connor Steffens had a chance to get that one at the 3, but it actually rolls a couple of more yards. So now they're inside the 1-yard line, and there is Deron Payne for the safety, and he actually hasn't been showing up at all the last couple games, but here he gets the stop for the safety, and now it's a 6-point lead for the Redskins. So now we come back out on the next drive after the punt, and look at Clinton Dix getting in for the sack. So now on a 3rd and 20, just trying to get some yardage back, throwing the ball deep, and that one's Jordan Reed. He cannot come up with the grab over Josh Jones on defense. So now here after the punt, 4 minutes left in this first half, and here's Aaron Jones getting his carries, and he's getting positive yardage. He only has 2 yards carrying in this one. So now on a 3rd and 5, throwing the ball to the outside, and somehow Josh Norman does not come up with that deflection. He could have picked it, he could have deflected it, but look at this. I mean, what was he doing? Randall Cobb just runs right past him, and somehow, I don't know, the computer just glitches. I don't know what happened on that one. He was fooled. He didn't see the ball or something, but he gives up a touchdown. So that's an unfortunate mistake here for this Redskins defense, as we had a chance that time to probably get the ball back without that touchdown and, you know, putting together a drive like this one. So now we get the ball back. 2 minutes left after they scored a touchdown. Here on a 1st and 10, here's Joshua Dobbs rolling out to the right side, throwing the ball deep, and that one's a nice throw to Mike Perkins. And wow, what an impression this guy is making in the first half. We knew he was a gem, but man, is he getting open in this one. And Dobbs to Perkins connection is working so far in this game as we do milk the clock, get it down to 10 seconds, and get the ball to Darius Geis, and he runs it in for the touchdown, making it a 5-point game. So we do line up to go for the 2-point conversion, and here is Dobbs rolling out to the right side, but he runs into Chris Thompson. What is Chris Thompson doing on that? He prohibits Dobbs from getting in for the 2-point conversion, and we go into halftime with a 5-point lead. So now to start the second half, we are going to start out with the ball and getting it to Darius Geis, but losing 4 yards on that stretch play. So now on a 3rd and 14, here is Dobbs one more time, and he's facing some pressure, waiting for the route to develop, and he gets hit on the throw, and that's going to be incomplete. So Tressway, I mean, look at these punts. He's punting, and he's pinning them inside the 10-yard line on each punt. And this one is actually going to be a face mask after the run on Abdullah. And look at this. They get to the 30-yard line on that. So they start off from the 5, get to the 30, and here's Abdullah on the next carry picking up another 11 yards, and he's at 88 yards already in this game. So now on a 3rd and 5, here's Rodgers throwing across the middle, and Kendall Wright there once again. We cannot stop this guy. He's just been open all game long. So now here on a 1st and 10, past the 50-yard line, throwing it out to Randall Cobb and getting open. Rodgers is 12 for 16 up to this point. We just cannot get him off the field. So now here's Rodgers throwing across the middle on a 2nd and 9, getting it to Zach Brown, and he almost takes it back. He gets tripped up by Rodgers, and that was just a bad read. I think they just had a miscommunication on that one, and that's an incompletion here for interception actually for the Packers offense. So now back out on offense, here is Josh Dobbs getting the ball to Darius Geis on a 3rd and 3 and cannot pick up the first down. So we are at the 50-yard line. Nothing to lose on this. I mean, we just giving the ball right back to him if we do misconvert it, but we do pick it up here. Darius Geis does get the stretch and gets the open lane. Nice blocking on that one. That was a wide open hole, and we pick up the first down. So now at the 43-yard line, here's Darius Geis picking up another handoff to the outside, and on a 2nd and 10, he picks up the first down. So now on a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line, play action fake, and look who's wide open, Mike Perkins. He comes up with the diving catch on that one, and he moves the chains and picks up the first down, and that is going to be nice for this offense. But on a 3rd and 6, play action fake, and he's going to roll out to the left, and we're not going to get the first down. So we do end up settling for the field goal, making it an 8-point game, as here's Rodgers back out on offense towards the end of the 3rd quarter, and that's what he does. He rolls outside of the pocket, allows his receivers to get open, and that one's a first down to Randall Cobb. So now on a 3rd and inches, sending a run blitz on that one, and Aaron Jones cannot pick up the first down. So we do force a punt by Green Bay. So now on a play action fake, look who's open on offense on the next drive. Starting at the 24, we pick up a 25-yard reception that time from Jamison Crowder. So now play action fake. We try to do it twice in a row, but this time it's not going to work as Kenny Clark gets in for the sack. So now facing a 2nd and 20 here, sending another blitz out the left edge, and we cannot escape Kevin King on the corner blitz, and we cannot get enough yardage to convert, so we do have to punt it away to the Packers. So now here's Rodgers back out onto the field, getting it to Randall Cobb, the veteran, and picking up the first down on that one. So now 1st and 10 at the 24 here to start the 4th quarter. Here is Ameer Abdullah getting the reception, and nobody is out to guard him, and he picks up an easy first down. So now at the 45-yard line here on a 2nd and 10, throwing the ball across the middle, getting it to Valdez-Scantling for the 7-yard reception. So now 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers trying to create something, but this time he's not going to escape the pocket. They actually credit Deron Payne with the sack, but that wasn't much of a sack. He just tripped Rodgers up a little bit. He got tripped up over his line, and Deron Payne does come away with the credited sack. So now back out on offense. We're trying to run this clock a little bit. You see we have the true clock on as here on a 3rd and 4, getting it out to Geis, but this time he can't get to the first down marker. All he had to do was fall forward, but instead somehow the Packers pull him back. So we line up to go for it on another 4th down here on a 4th and 1, and Darius Geis breaks the tackle, and he's going to have enough speed to break away, and he's not going to get caught. And wow, what a clutch 4th down run, as the Packers, I actually found out after this play, they had the aggressive tackling on, which meant they go for the strip if they can, but they couldn't come up with it that time, and that was a big mistake by the defense. So Geis puts us up by 2 scores, but Rodgers on the other side of the ball trying to keep the Packers in the game. So now 6 minutes left in this 4th quarter, throwing the ball across the middle, and Aaron Jones is going to come up with that reception. So 2 big plays, and they're already in scoring position. So now on a 3rd and inches here, throwing the ball to the outside. Jimmy Graham's going to hold on to that one on the sideline as they pick up the first down. So now another 3rd down here, throwing the ball to the outside. Jimmy Graham is going to get this one knocked away by Fabian Morrow, and we do force a 4th down try here on a 4th and 3. Here's Rodgers, another clean pocket, but throwing the ball over the top of Apke, and he can't get up and deflect that one, and that's a touchdown, and that's going to be Kendall Wright once again. So now 8-point lead here, 2 minutes left in this game, just trying to run the ball and chew this clock. So now they get it down to a 3rd and 5, trying to run the ball up the middle, but this time Chris Thompson is not going to pick up the blocking, and we are going to punt this one away to the Packers. So can they pull out a 2-minute drill here? No timeouts left, and on the first play, getting it out to Aaron Jones, and he's picking up a first down on that one. So now a 2nd and 7 here, a minute 20 left, and he's going to toss it over the top to the right shoulder of Jimmy Graham and pick up the first down. So now Rodgers picking up a couple of first downs here from the shotgun. 1st and 10, throw the ball across the middle, and that was going to be a 7-yard completion to Ameer Abdullah, as he does get it to a 3rd and 3. So now past the 50-yard line, and Valdez-Scantling is going to get open up the seam and find an crease in this defense as this drive continues. So now on a 1st and 15, Aaron Jones gets the reception. So now at the 10-yard line, 7 seconds left. They do spike the ball, 3rd and inches here. Rodgers, another clean pocket. This time is ticky, so this might be the last play. He throws it to the right side, and that one's dropped. But look, there's a 2nd left on the clock, so they have 1 more play in this game. 4th and inches, time goes to 0. Quick pass up the seam, and that's caught by Valdez-Scantling. Wow, a breakdown in coverage, and it allows Valdez-Scantling to get in for the touchdown. What a throw, what a read, and we just cannot get to it, but we do have another chance. We stop him on this 2-point conversion. It's game. So here's Rodgers, another clean pocket, so we start sending guys, and look, he gets it to Valdez-Scantling, and we are going to overtime in this one, and we do win the toss, so we do start this overtime period out with the ball. So now here on a 1st and 10 to start this overtime, nice throw to Jordan Reed, play action, and he's open on that one. So now 2nd and 9 at the 46. Here's Joshua Dobbs having a good game up to this point. Look at Jamison Crowder. Why did he stop running on that? If he would have kept running, that probably would have been a touchdown, as he had nothing but green in front of him. So now on a 3rd and 3, getting it back to him, picking up the first down. So now at the 44-yard line, here's Joshua Dobbs from the shotgun. Going to throw the ball to Jordan Reed across the middle, and he's going to get to about the 30-yard line on that one. So now facing a 3rd and 10. A couple plays later, couldn't pick up the first down. Here rolling out to the right and throwing the ball to Jamison Crowder, and he barely picks up the first down on that one at the 21-yard line. So now on a 1st and 10, milking this clock while moving the ball. And here's Chris Thompson getting the handoff for a nice 6-yard carry. So we can't get it to a first down marker after a 2nd down try. So now on a 3rd and 5, here's Joshua Dobbs rolling out to the right side. This time not going to run into Chris Thompson, and he's going to pick up the first down. So now here on a 2nd and goal inside the 10-yard line, just trying to get the ball closer to the goal line. And this time Geis cannot get there. So now on a 3rd and goal at the 6-yard line from the shotgun, here is Joshua Dobbs rolling out to the right side, but this pressure is going to get to him, and we're going to have to settle for the field goal as we give the Packers another opportunity here to win this game. So now Rodgers comes back out on the next drive. 2 minutes left in this overtime, and he gets it to Randall Cobb here, going over 400 yards with that toss. So now on a 2nd and 12, DJ Swearinger is almost there for the interception, but that one's going to be completed for 8 yards. So now on a 3rd and 2, here is Rodgers throwing across the middle, and Devontae Adams, I mean, we can't guard any of these guys. Playing man coverage, I mean, these guys are just unguardable in this game. So now on a 1st and 10, throwing the screen pass, and Rodgers gets tipped. But look at this. Look at how it comes out of his hand. It kind of like just, I don't know, that was like a computer glitch and bounces off Deron Payne. But look at this. I'm not sure if that wouldn't have been a pick 6 or at least an interception on that one. Zach Brown was there for the coverage. So now facing a 3rd and 10, they try to run another screen play, but this one is going to be stopped that time on the outside by Troy Apke. So we do get them to kick the long field goal on a 4th and 5, and that one's good. And another tie game as we go into under a minute left in overtime. So now here is Mike Perkins, another clutch catch, another clutch throw from Joshua Dobbs, and we do move the chain. So now 30 seconds left in this overtime. There's a flag on the play, so we're going deep for Mike Perkins, and that one is going to be tipped, but it's encroachment on the defense as we do get a 1st and 5 here. So now 25 seconds left, throwing the ball across the middle, and that one's Chris Thompson. So now we're at the 39-yard line. We just need a few yards to get into field goal range, but look at this, another flag. So another free play, but it gets stripped. But it is a flag on the play, encroachment on the defense one more time. So 8 seconds left. We do have a timeout, so we want to get this ball closer into our range here. And here's Geis picking up another running lane up the middle to the 20, and we call the timeout. And on the 20-yard line, this should be an easy field goal. They call the timeout to ice us, and here comes Hopkins out onto the field, and that one is going to be good. What a game, just a roller coaster up and down in this game, and we eventually kick the game winner to win this game as Joshua Dobbs, once again, a solid performance, and I'm impressed. This game was impressive. He made some throws in this game. Remember in the first quarter, that first throw he made to Chris Thompson, that was impressive. Having the arm strength and the accuracy, just rolling back and throwing over the top of 2 defenders, that is just a great throw. Mike Perkins goes over 100 yards for his first time in his career, gets his touchdown in this game, and only on 5 receptions. And our defense, I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers, but our defense definitely gave up too many yards on offense to this Packers offense. So, I mean, we got to do some things. I mean, we had 1 sack, and it pretty much wasn't really his sack. I mean, Rodgers just tripped up, and Deron Payne was the closest guy and touched him, and it came up with a sack on the stat line, but no pressure. Where's JJ Marble? I mean, come on now. I mean, I drafted this guy. I expected him to be the pass rusher that I would hope that he would be, but he's just not doing it so far. But he did come around a couple of games ago getting a couple of sacks, but I just need that consistency out of him. But just looking at the team stats, 536 total offense for the Packers. But you know what really hurt us was that third down. 58% on third down. That's a little too high. We got to start making those stops on third down. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. One more game against another NFC North team coming up next, the Bears. So you don't want to miss that one. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.